In this video, I'm going to be walking through how to get great results for your clients. And I'm going to break it down into 3 simple steps that any agency owner can follow in order to make sure that they keep their clients happy, which is what it's all about at the end of the day. If you don't know who I am, my name is Laurence. I've built and scaled 2 agencies, Laurence Marketing and now Hey You, where we help other agencies to put more appointments on their calendar. So what are these 3 simple steps that anybody can follow? Well, number 1 is first making sure that you and your client are in agreement with what good results look like. What are good results? What are bad results? And making sure that you start your relationship off on the right foot. Because if you're striving to head over here and you think this is a great place to be and they want you to be over here, then a lack of communication can kind of break a relationship. And it's much easier to keep a client as opposed to get a new one. So you want to make sure that when you start, you're both in alignment of what good looks like. Second part of the process, number 2, is all around making sure that you help them make their business as attractive as possible. And it's much easier said than done in some industries compared to others. And I'll give you an example in a second from my own agency, but making sure that what your clients are actually offering is attractive. I always view marketing as gasoline. If you pour gasoline onto a fire, it makes the fire bigger, it makes it better. And that's what marketing is. It is pouring gasoline onto something that is already working and just making it work at a bigger scale. If you're pouring gasoline onto a non-existing fire, then nothing's going to happen. So you want to make sure that what your clients are actually offering is appealing to their end user. And that's kind of easier said than done with some industries. As I say, right now in our agency, we help other agencies fill their calendar, and part of that process is making sure that their offer and what they're putting forward to their potential clients is actually attractive. So we help them with that. That's kind of a pretty easy example. And then something that we've done in the past, we used to help e-com businesses grow, and it was much harder to impact their business. We couldn't change their product line. We couldn't introduce new products for them. We didn't kind of delve that deep into that part of the process. So really, the biggest contributing factor to the success of the campaign was the client's business before we started working with them. We could run great ads and do all this amazing stuff, but really, it all boiled down to, do the end users like the product? Because if they don't, there's not a lot that can be done. So you want to make sure that in any which way that you can, you're really aiding the sale by helping the business become as attractive as possible. If you can't do that, if you can't, for example, change the product line of the business that you're helping, then how else can you help them? So for us, for an example, working with e-com agencies, we used to look one step further than just trying to get them a high return on ad spend. We looked at their LTV, we looked at different cohort analysis, and we played around with kind of deeper metrics in their business to help them. So that's number 2, is just making sure that the business is attractive as possible to the end user, and how can you help them position and transition their business into something that's going to work a lot better. And then finally, number 3 is you want to control more of the process. So easiest way to explain this is using an example. Let's say you run ad agency generating leads for plumbers. You send your client 50 leads and he turns one of them into a paying customer and the rest don't get converted. So he's going to be coming to you, he or she's going to be coming to you saying these leads don't work, this isn't working, blah, blah, blah. And the reason being is generally because most businesses aren't equipped to deal with an influx of leads. They aren't calling them quickly enough, they aren't following up properly, they aren't saying the right things on the call. So if you're able to control the process, you're going to be more valuable to your clients, and it's going to make your work that you're doing appear a lot more valuable as well. So let's take that same lead example. There's a few things that you could do. You could either build an in-house team to contact the leads on behalf of your client, to call them. You could build follow-up sequences, and you could control that part of the process. And in turn, not only is that going to keep your clients more kind of happier, but it's also going to allow you to charge a little bit more money, because you're able to say, not only do we source the leads, but then we'll contact them, we'll schedule an appointment with you, etc., etc. Or what you can do is you can take the time to build out some training materials, whether that's on a content portal that you create it once and you kind of let it sit there forever, or you do kind of weekly group calls where you get all of your clients onto a call and you help them with the follow-up process that they need to be implementing on behalf of their clients. So there we have the 3 steps to getting your clients better results. 1 is understanding what those results actually are in the first place. Number 2 is to make sure that their business is attractive as possible. Number 3, to control as much of that process as humanly possible as well. If you want to get more clients so you can look after them better, get them better results, then the first link in the description, if you click that, it's going to explain exactly how we can put more calls on your calendar so you can grow your agency. And if you've got value from this video, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.